Okay, I am trying this new thing here. I promised you guys a video about how I handle my Google Calendar and my Franklin Covey planner. And I had you guys vote on whether it was going to be an Insta video or a YouTube video, and it came out 50-50. Half of you want Insta videos and half of you want YouTube videos. Therefore, I'm going to try this system to see how it works. I'm going to go live with you now on Insta, and then I am going to post my video to YouTube so that you can watch this however suits you. Hopefully it is helpful. I really hope so. So let's get started. I'm a huge believer in time management, and I've been using my Franklin Covey planner since I was 18. But the year 2018 for me was the most effective year that I've had in terms of using my planner and my calendar to live intentionally. And that is what I want to talk to you about today, because I would love to see you in 2019 living intentionally and using your planner and your calendar to help you and promote an intentional life. This is what it's all about. I'm really excited about it. So here we go. Ready? Google Calendar. Google Calendar is awesome because you have it on your phone and you have it on your computer, right? And the problem with having a journal planner that you write in is that you have to fill things that you have to repeat, and that can be annoying sometimes, to have to write in birthdays that happen annually or appointments. And what if you don't have your planner on you and you forgot to take it in your purse, and then you don't know what your calendar appointments are for the day? So having your calendar on your phone is awesome because you really get to use it on a daily basis and put on instantly on the moment what you have to calendar. So what do I use Google Calendar for? Appointments, the time my kids get out of school, doctor's appointments, reminders. If I want to block time on my calendar, for example, let's say that today is my writing day. Well, I'll block my time on my calendar from 9 to 3 is only writing, and therefore I can't make any other appointments during that time. I also block planning time or driving time. If I'm going to be driving to an appointment, I have an hour that I know is blocked, and I cannot have a Zoom conference call during that time because it's reserved for driving. So that's what I use Google Calendar for. And it's great because it shows up on my phone. I get reminders, I get alerts. You can customize it however you want. And you also have a great visual on your phone and on your computer of the events and to-dos that you need appointments for. Another great tool is, like, let's say you need to take a medicine, antibiotics for 9 days, or you need to give your dog antibiotics for 9 days. You calendar it on the moment on Google Calendar, and it's great. But then there is the planner, and there are a million journals and planners out there. And I don't care which one you use, to be honest with you. Whatever floats your boat. And I've seen so many different and cute planners. But for me, the one that works the absolute best is the basic Franklin Covey planner. It is classic. It's not fancy at all. I'm going to show it to you. It is just a regular planner. And on one side, on this side, you have your time, like Monday through 8 to 10 or whatever, 8 to 11. Here you have for to-dos, and here you have just writing space. Now, why is that important for me? Because I love to write in the things that I'm doing. So just to give you an example, I'm gonna pick a random day. So this is a random day, right? From 2018. I write everything that I do, all of the people I see, the people I talk to, let's see, phone calls I need to make, things I'm working on, appointments, taking my kids to school, running, award ceremony, etc., right? So I log here what I'm doing. Now on the to-do list, I write things that I need to scratch off, things that I want to work on that I need to scratch off. And I love that because this is not my calendar book. So I don't have to do this ahead of time. I can do this as it's happening. I can do it as a projection in the morning, or I can do it in the evening after it's already happened, okay? So let's say, for example, today I don't have my planner on me and I haven't written what I've done today. At the end of the night, when I go home, I can sit down and take 5 minutes and say, okay, how did I spend my day today? And I can look through my phone and look at my calendar appointments on Google Calendar. I can see through my text messages and see what I focused on if the day escapes me, or I can just use my memory and I sit down and I write, what are the important things that I did today? If I am at an event and I come up with a to-do or I come up with a great idea, I write it in, implement this, or write this blog, or this is a great Instagram post, whatever. I put it in my notes and I always have it, because for me, using a pen is huge. I need to be able to write. That's the one thing about the phone, that with the typing, it's not the same. And it's been proven actually that your brain, there's a certain reaction that your brain has whenever you're using pen to paper. That's why some of us just cannot let go of the pen, because it activates certain levels of our brain and allows us to process things differently. So that's one of the reasons that I use the planner. Now, on this side, which is the list side, that's where I write all my notes. But it's not just notes, it's also success filing. Success filing is writing down the list of your daily successes. Okay, now I got this from Susan Ford Collins, who is my life coach, and I think she's absolutely phenomenal. And if you haven't read her book, you need to purchase it in 2019. It's called The Joy of Success. The Joy of Success tells you all about planning and the steps to achieving a successful life, and it is absolutely phenomenal. One of the things it discusses is success filing. Now, we have successes all day long. Getting out of bed, success. Brushing your teeth and getting the kids to school on time can be success. There's a million things that we can define as success. It just has to be defined in our own terms, right? So for me, a success may be getting a task accomplished that's been, burdening me for days, and I finally got it done today, and for me, that's super successful. Another success filing might be that I got hired for a speech today, and to me, that is successful. Or I finished my blog post, that is successful. Or I set out to write for 3 hours and I wrote for the 3 hours. That's successful. But also success list can mean I went to the park with my kids. I picked them up at school today. I spent some time with them. I went on a date night with my husband. Anything that I want to recognize myself for, I write it down. And the reason that's important is because we get overwhelmed and we have super stressful days. And at the end of the day, you may think you had a terrible day. And if you take some time to think about everything that you did and everything that you accomplished and really write what matters most, you take a look at that and you think, wow, I didn't have such a bad day. I had a great day. Or if I really had a bad day, how do I reflect on it? What did I learn from it? What lessons do I go forward with it? And how do I make tomorrow better? So that's one of the reasons I love success filing. Now that's what you do on a daily basis. At the end of the month, and this is my favorite part, at the end of the month, you have an index with the Franklin Covey planner. And I don't know if any other journal does this, but if it does, awesome. And you can do it yourself if you don't have a Franklin Covey planner. So this is a Franklin Covey planner, and at the end of the month, what you do is that you write everything that you've done for the whole month. Now, one of the coolest things about that is that you can look back and see where your month went. What did you do? How many times did you exercise? What did you eat? Did you spend time with your husband or wife? Did you have a girls' night with your friends? Did you go to that networking meeting that you wanted to go to? Did you go to church? What did you do? And all of this is based on your own goals, right? I have no prescription nor formula for what you should do in a month. It all depends on the goals that you want to have. Do you want to run a marathon? Do you want to stay in shape and go to the gym? Are you a member of Orange Theory? Do you want to meditate more? Do you want to eat healthier? What are you trying to improve or stay consistent in and want to know that you are being consistent? At the end of the month, you get to see, well, of 30 days or 31 days that I had in my month, I exercised how many of them? I spent time with my family on how many days? I really focused on that book I want to write, how many days? And you basically write in what's important to you, what's a priority to you. And then at the end of the year, when you've done that, you have an entire year at a glance, which I think is amazing. You can come on here and you could say, this is everything I did for the entire year of 2018. So for example, for me, last year, 2018 was a year that I really wanted to focus on my family and living intentionally and going to theater with them. And I wanted to focus on my speaking career. And I got to write down all the different shows that we went to go see together as a family. All the different trips that we took individually and with family. All of the different speeches I gave. How many podcasts did I appear on? How many guest blogs was I a part of? And I got to write all of that down, and I made a list, and as a 2018 review, I went over it with my family and said, wow, we got to do this last year. These are all the things that we did. And it was so refreshing and wonderful to know that we had lived the year by design. Now, if there's a tragedy, something happens that takes you off course, sometimes you can't live by design, right? There was some luck that played into a part of it. Everyone was healthy. There was no tragic events that happened this year. It was just a regular year that I got to live according to my plan. And I'm very grateful for that. But that is the beauty of writing these things down, that you get to see that. It doesn't just pass you by. And that's one of the things that I want for you for 2019 is not to just let the year pass you by. Live it with true intention. What are the things that are important that you really want to work on and that you want to make a priority, and are you going to make that happen? And what is the best feeling in the world? Completion. Success is completion. And at the end of the year, to be able to look back and said, this year I did all these different things. This year I really focused on my health or my business or my relationship or my spirituality, anything, or my writing, or me time, self-care, and anything that you want to focus on, you can really intentionally dedicate time to. So that is my time management system, and it's not necessarily intended to give you a formula, but it's more about being intentional and about writing it down and really understanding at the end of the month and at the end of the day, at the end of the month and at the end of the year, what did your life look like? And my goal and my hope for you is that at the end of 2019, you will feel the way that I felt at the end of 2018, which was, wow, this was really a great year. This was an awesome opportunity for me to do the things that I really valued. And I really got to spend a lot of time doing the things that I wanted to do. What an amazing feeling. Now I'm going into 2019, and I have to tell you, it was such an awesome year that I'm almost sad that it ended. And I know that this year is going to be great too. I know that I'm going to have an awesome year, but I'm having a little bit of nostalgia from last year because it was so awesome. And I think it's really, I can attribute my success to that intentionality that I had, and being able to just look at it and say, oh my God, this was awesome. This is all that I accomplished this year. I hope this was helpful. If you want any more videos like this, please let me know. I would love to hear your comments. Send me an Instagram message, send me an email. Let me know. I'm going to post this on YouTube, and hopefully this will be beneficial for you. So I hope you have a wonderful day and an awesome 2019. Bye, guys.